Guys, this is Dustin with the Appalachian Channel, and I am sitting here with Josh Farley. Part of this series, or part of what I'm trying to do here, is just to talk to people on the streets, kind of like I was when, just a year ago. The struggles that people don't understand, the stereotypes that are given. I've been around different areas here, and absolutely, this dude here and Bender and a few others have been nicer to me than anybody probably around the community so far, other than the pastor that we saw here just a little while ago. But I just wanted to sit and talk to him here and kind of get his perspective of what it's like on, what life on the streets here is like. I mean, how long have you been on the streets here?
I've been here 7 years, man. It's not easy. It's pretty difficult it's every day that you wake up, there's people that you're supposed to be getting along with, other people like us, and it's not always like that. You got somebody that may say something smart, or somebody that you owe money to, just people end up getting hurt out here, and it's either physically, emotionally, or then you got just different things that play into different factors. It's definitely a harder challenge to be sober here in these streets. It really is.
Well, I mean, and I get that. I was the same way with it. Like, I did the drugs that I did so that I could stay awake on the streets, so that I could constantly keep moving. You can't just sit down. You sit down, you get run off. And if you don't get run off, you're going to get arrested.
Yeah.
Everybody has this opinion that just because you're on the streets, it means that, how many times a day you reckon people probably make you feel horrible?
Okay, so there's, for one, camping, tenting, that's illegal, in the city limits especially. You can't do that. You go into businesses, if you got a backpack on, you don't leave it at the door, they'll call the police on you to have you trespass because they think you're stealing. You have tattoos all over you, they automatically judge you just like that. Man, you're really just judged, man, by townspeople that are just walking by. Even if you try to be nice to them. Like earlier, I was on South Roan, and I just said, "Hey, what's up, man? How's your day?" And dude acted like he was like, came in the old Kevin Gates curled up lip because he thought I was disgusting, and I don't even look that bad, so people are really negative towards people that don't have their own place. Like we're worthless, or we don't deserve to even be around. It's just not right.
Well, I don't know your full background with it, but I talked to you about this earlier. I'm open with it. Mm-hmm. And the struggles, I went from law enforcement to having some businesses to selling dope and being on the streets, man. You never know when it could happen to you, what could cause it. A lot of people that have that snubbed nose, that have that irrational fear, and they do. They for whatever reason, people have this, oh my God, fear of seeing somebody on the streets thinking they're going to get robbed or whatever. I'll be honest with you, you wouldn't believe how many times that person on the street's been the one person that I could turn to.
That's very much true. Like, there's a lot of, believe it or not, there's a lot of females around here, and there's a lot of them that rob and take your stuff and do other people wrong. But how many of them would just care to sit down and talk to them and tell you how your day's been? It pays to be nice to people, because it will stop, man. And I don't know that a lot of people have had my back, especially the people that are in the same boat as I am. They've relate and can understand what I'm talking about and how I feel. What I don't agree with are these cops that are tormenting the shit out of our, excuse my language, townspeople. It's not cool, man.
I'm sorry to hear that. You said something about just being able to sit and talk. Like, don't take it the wrong way, but when I first walked up to you up there, you probably thought, hey, what's he want?
Well, I was kind of wondering who you were. Like, what's this guy doing, But I'd have never thought that it would, you honestly care about people. And you know, can relate to them, because we all want to really make a change, and it's time for that.
And that's why I do or try to do what I've been doing. Is I went so long being that guy. I spent years on the streets. I sold drugs. I done drugs. Everything revolved around drugs. But you know, the one thing I realized over the time was not that drugs were my problem. They were actually the solution to my problem. The depression, the aggravation, the hurt, the everything in my life that I couldn't compensate for mentally,
Right.
the drugs took away.
That's right.
So that was my solution to my problems. I actually talked a little bit on Facebook earlier about this. You know, it's not until you get to the root cause of the addiction and the problems that's there that you can ever make a full recovery, or be in recovery for that matter. When you suffer from the disease of addiction, and a lot of people don't like me saying disease of addiction, but it is. Anything that affects a physical organ or a dependency in the brain is just that, it's a disease. But you know, it's like with a cancer treatment or anything else, there's medications that they can be done for it. There's time, there's things that are, you know, healthy. There's a lot of avenues, therapy and different things. You know, I was talking to you about trying to get you in rehab, and I'm trying to get him into a rehab. I'm struggling a little bit getting somewhere that's maybe either got a grant or a scholarship or something. So if anybody that may be watching has any information that can help me with, help me see if I can get this guy a scholarship or something somewhere. So he's more. We've tried for hours today. All the resources that I have, as many as I've got, I've kind of fell short on, but we're trying. We're trying. I want to see him do good. I want to see Bender over here do good. Hang on. Let me turn this over here. Look, this is how I've got Bender at the moment. This is how he's came to me today. Say hi. We'll be with him in a few minutes. I'm actually going to see, I'm not talking to him about it yet, I might get, if he'll let me anyways, following around, follow Josh around here a little bit, and maybe get an idea of what the rest of his day may be like. You know, I've seen a little bit of it until now, but I want the world to know, and the people that are watching to know and understand that people just need a little love. Josh, thank you, and
Yes,
we'll
sir.
be at it in a minute.
See me.
All right.